Let's take a look at my Weezer Toys playmat here. And let's first acknowledge that when we hear the term Weezer Toys, our brains immediately go, on an island in the sun. And we just really can't help that. But in any event, they've chosen to call it Weezer Toys, so we're just going to go with that and continue with our review here. So this is a really great playmat, actually, for kids. And when I first got it, I was kind of unsure because, as you'll notice, it is super thick. I wasn't really anticipating that. Like, it's probably at least 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick on here. And I was expecting something a little bit more along the lines of this mat that I had from before. It's more like a kind of dense foam, and it's thinner. This one, much kind of squishier material, almost like what you would find in a mat in a gym class or something like that. So, you know, at first I was like, wow, that's super thick here in my room. It doesn't kind of stay on the floor as readily as the other mat, but I've come to find that it's actually really great because it's very, very cushiony. So if your kids want to like jump around and, you know, climb on stuff, put it on top of this mat, obviously be safe, but it's nice and thick so they can, you know, do their somersaults and whatnot on there, and it's kind of nice to have that. The only issue I would say is you really are not going to be folding this thing up. So, you know, try to like fold it in on itself and it's just not going to happen. So once you've got it out of the box and set up on your floor, it's essentially going to be a permanent element of your room. It's going to take up that space until, you know, you ultimately retire it. Unlike some of the thinner mats that you can fold up and kind of stash away when you're not using them. So add this as a permanent fixture of your room. The colors are nice. They look a little bit kind of yellowish in the video here, but in reality, they're not. They're more sort of like, this is a green, this is a blue, and you know, they look good. I've been really impressed by the quality of it. You know, the seams are really strong. The kids have been playing on this thing for like 6 months now, maybe even longer, and you know, there's no real damage or anything. My dogs love to sit on it as well. It's a nice cushiony spot for them to curl up on this mat. You know, overall, I think it's really nice. It's, again, thicker than you'd anticipate. You're not going to be folding it up. But if you don't care about that and you just want something that's super cushiony, it's very comfortable. It's nice to sit down. I like to sit down on it or lie down on it from time to time when I'm hanging out, playing with my kids. It's a really good mat. Weezer Toys, not the early 2000s band. Unfortunately, it'd be nice if they went into merchandise and started a toy or, you know, mat company. That would be pretty awesome. But unfortunately, that's not what Rivers Cuomo is up to at the moment. However, good mat. Strange name, but good mat.